Yellowstone National Park, nature's wonderland, has thrown us a curveball by temporarily hitting the pause button on its breathtaking beauty. Hold on to your hiking boots, folks, because we're diving into why this iconic park is taking an unexpected timeout. Our trusty source of all things news, Fox News correspondent Peter Doocy, is here with the scoop. So, what's the deal, you ask? Well, the park rangers decided it's time to lock the gates, and it's not just because they need a break from enthusiastic tourists. Why the sudden shutdown, you might wonder? Brace yourselves, thrill seekers. It turns out that lurking beneath Yellowstone's serene landscapes is a supervolcano, and it's been acting a bit cranky lately. The risk of it going boom has shot up a staggering 320% on the danger meter. So why the concern? Are we talking about lava showers and dino remakes? Stick around, and we'll delve into the nitty-gritty of what this means for the park, for us, and for the epic adventure seekers out there. What is Yellowstone National Park? Yellowstone National Park, an American treasure, is a geological wonderland that spans 3 states. With over 10,000 thermal features and geysers that shoot water 100 feet into the sky, it's a natural marvel. Wildlife enthusiasts will rejoice at the sight of 300 bird species, 16 fish types, and 67 mammals, including grizzly bears, wolves, moose, and elk. Don't miss Yellowstone Lake, a stunning 132 square mile mountain lake, perfect for boating and fishing. Hiking aficionados will find paradise with more than 1,100 miles of trails, ranging from easy strolls like the 2.5-mile Natural Bridge Trail to challenging treks like the 11-mile Sepulchre Mountain Trail. For the adventurous, 15 miles of boardwalks wind through diverse landscapes, and that's not all. Yellowstone has its own Grand Canyon, carved by the Yellowstone River, boasting awe-inspiring dimensions. The park's hydrothermal features, responsible for half the world's known examples, are an absolute must-see. Yellowstone's climate varies widely. Summers offer warm, sunny days, while winters envelop the park in cold, often dropping below freezing at night. Old Faithful, a famous geyser, has been erupting since 1870, adding an air of unpredictability. Lastly, let's not forget the iconic bison herds that have roamed continuously since prehistoric times, occasionally causing delightful bison jams on the roads. Yellowstone is a true gem of natural beauty and adventure. Yellowstone's history? What happens when Yellowstone's bubbling cauldron decides to throw a volcanic tantrum? Hold on to your hiking hats because we're about to dive into the action! First, let's rewind to the past. Yellowstone's history is a mind-bending 11,000 years deep, with archaeological treasures resting by the shores of Yellowstone Lake. But here's the kicker. Lurking beneath this picturesque paradise is one of the world's largest ticking time bombs, a supervolcano. Now you might wonder, why was this park considered safe all this time? Fair question. The last big boom was a whopping 2.1 million years ago, but it's time to break down the sizzling science behind this fiery giant. Yellowstone National Park sits right on top of this volcanic beast, which gives birth to those jaw-dropping geothermal wonders you've seen in your Insta feed. But what exactly is a supervolcano, and how's it going to shake things up? Yellowstone National Park's geothermal features. Beneath the tranquil facade of Yellowstone National Park lies a volcanic beast, a supervolcano capable of unleashing an eruption 2,500 times more powerful than the 1980 Mount Street Helens blast. This giant blast roared some 631,000 years ago, with cataclysmic eruptions occurring approximately every 100,000 years. What fuels this volcanic fiesta? A deep-seated magma reservoir 5 miles below the surface, powered by molten rock from hundreds of miles down below. But let's shift gears to the park's crown jewels, the geothermal features. Hot springs, geysers, mud pots, fumaroles, and travertine terraces create a dazzling, steaming playground. Hot springs are nature's hot tubs, bursting with vibrant colors courtesy of heat-loving microorganisms. Geysers are the showstoppers, with Old Faithful strutting its stuff every 90 minutes, shooting water 130 feet into the air. Yellowstone's got over 500 geysers, the most on Earth. Mud pots? Picture boiling, bubbling, and a whiff of rotten eggs. That's them. Microorganisms work their magic here. Fumaroles are steam vents that hiss and whistle, belching volcanic gases into the air. Surreal, right? Travertine terraces found in Mammoth Hot Springs are nature's artwork. Dissolving limestone, rising water, and colorful stripes make this a visual spectacle. But wait, volcanic eruptions in Yellowstone? How common are they, and what's the scoop on their impact? Yellowstone's volcanic eruption. So, is all this volcano talk really a big deal or just a bunch of smoke and steam? Well, let's break it down. Throughout history, Yellowstone has seen its fair share of smaller lava flows, with the last one around 70,000 years ago at Pitchstone Plateau. But what's the eyebrow raiser here? It's the slim chance of a super eruption that keeps us intrigued. What's a super eruption, you ask? Picture a volcanic extravaganza of magnitude 8 or higher on the Volcano Explosivity Index, ejecting over 1,000 cubic kilometers of fiery fury. To put that in perspective, it's enough to bury Texas under 5 feet of volcanic debris. Yep, you guessed it. A supervolcanic eruption would be an ecosystem shaker not just in Yellowstone, but across North America. Scientists and enthusiasts alike are glued to Yellowstone's geothermal drama, monitoring every rumble and bubble. But what about our furry and feathered friends in the park? How would they cope with this fiery fiasco? Stay tuned to find out the scoop on Yellowstone's wildlife in the face of a volcanic showdown. Is this closure a rare occurrence? National parks, like Yellowstone, are like the untouchable heroes of the great outdoors. They rarely close their gates unless there's some epic showdown on the horizon. Think of extraordinary circumstances or emergencies that could put visitors and park resources in danger. These include wildfires, construction, wildlife wrangling, and health crises. In 2022, Yellowstone did the unthinkable. It pulled the curtains on its 34-year no-closure streak. Why? Picture this: heavy flooding, rock slides, and super dicey conditions, all thanks to a combo of insane rainfall and snowmelt. On June 22nd, they cracked the door open, but with rules as strict as a library during finals week. Before that, Yellowstone went ghost town mode in March 2020, thanks to the pesky pandemic. Now, why all this fuss about closures? Well, it all boils down to the not-so-friendly neighbor lurking beneath Yellowstone's serene surface, the supervolcano. Yellowstone's volcanic resume reads like an action movie. 3 super eruptions, the most recent 640,000 years ago, which created the massive Yellowstone caldera, big enough to spot on a map. These supervolcano eruptions are like rock stars of the volcanic world, rare and capable of global chaos. So, when Yellowstone whispers, "I might blow," people listen. Monitoring changes. Monitoring Yellowstone is like having a watchful eye on a potential volcano fireworks show. The Yellowstone Volcano Observatory, YVO, is the superhero team on the job, keeping tabs on this volcanic giant. Why? Because when you're sitting on a supervolcano, it's wise to have some early warning bells. Yellowstone gets its fair share of earthquakes, 1,000 to 3,000 a year. Most are gentle whispers, but they help scientists track magma movements. More quakes could mean fresh magma filling the chamber. And then there's Steamboat Geyser, the rock star of geysers. It had a grand comeback in 2018, spewing water 377 feet high. Scientists are like paparazzi here, watching every eruption for clues. Now let's talk super eruption. If it happened, Yellowstone would shout its warnings: smaller eruptions, earthquakes galore, and weeks of magma bubbling. But when the big show arrives, it's not lava flows, but volcanic ash that steals the spotlight. This ash would create an umbrella cloud, showering the northern Rockies with feet of ash and wreaking havoc across several states. Air travel would be a no-go, and the global climate would hiccup. Yet Mother Nature dances to her own beat, and volcanoes don't always follow the script. So, while we marvel at Yellowstone's beauty, we keep one eye on its fiery potential, knowing that nature's plans are the ones that truly rule. And that was all for this video, folks. We hope you enjoyed it. If yes, remember to hit the like button. Let us know your thoughts on this mission in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like these.